Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena as we're getting ready for the Knights and Bears on the men's side. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by Julia Parker. Julia, 4 made threes tonight.
Yes.
Shot the basketball well.
Thank you.
And we would just talk about off air. There's one other shot I was wishing you'd shoot over there. You said it just didn't feel right, though.
I know whether I'm going to be set or not, and I know whether it has a chance of going in, and I don't shoot the ones that I don't think have a chance.
So, Julie, going back to Saturday, and I didn't have my notes with me, though. Now, you made a couple big threes at Tennessee Wesleyan on Saturday. Is that right?
Mm-hmm, yes.
I know we was kind of struggling offensively there, and come out in the second half, and you got a little bit of run that second half and made a couple big buckets to get the offense going. So talk about the mindset of coming off the bench ready to shoot the basketball, though.
It's difficult. It's definitely been a big transition, like being in college and coming off the bench and doing stuff like that. But I just have to be over there and be ready, get shots up at halftime, because you never know when your name's going to be called.
Well, you definitely know how to shoot the basketball, that's for sure, too. So is this a career high, 4 made threes in a college game?
I think it is.
Yeah, so
yes.
Big Jake Rainey coming in here, a student ambassador, and of course you've been a student ambassador as well too. But but definitely, I know you was talking about also you had 2,062 career high school points, and
yes.
I always tell everybody, any chance I get a chance, any chance I can tell anybody, you're the leading scorer at high school, Ashland High School, Ashland Paul Blazer high school history, boys or girls, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you like telling my tours that.
Exactly right, exactly right. You know, of course, we won't tell anything about the moat around Pikeville, though, either.
No,
we won't tell that story. But so tell us about, so you're a senior this year, a little bit of a career change, right? I know one time potentially going to become an educator. But
I started student teaching at the beginning of this year, and it just wasn't for me. So I made the switch to business, and now I'm applying to law schools.
Okay, so what made that transition for you?
It had been something I thought about throughout college, and finally I just decided I was going to go for it.
Okay, and so have you already started the process, right? So what's the process to get into law school?
So I had to take my LSAT. I took that, got my scores back, and then I had to get applications ready, and I just started submitting those yesterday. So then I'll hear back within a month.
So then you'll do some interviews after that, right, once you get selected?
There are some interview processes for some of the schools.
So do you have a dream law school that you can reveal?
Northern Kentucky.
Northern Kentucky. Is that called Chase?
Chase Law School,
yeah.
Yes.
So a buddy of mine who I played baseball with at the University of Pikeville, he's the assistant county attorney here, Tommy Chamberlain.
Okay.
That's where he went to Chase Law School. I know a lot of people do go to Chase.
I actually met him.
You met Tommy?
I was shadowing a lawyer downtown, Paul Jones.
Yes.
And I went to the courthouse and met him.
Well, something that you don't know is one day when I was still working at the University of Pikeville, Paul Jones came by the admissions office asking about Julia Parker.
Really?
Yes, he did. So he's doing a little bit of research, and I'm surprised you got a chance to shadow under him.
I did.
Because after the things that we told him about you. I'm just teasing. Just teasing. You're top shelf in my book, Julie. But just very happy to see you come out with the big night, and also just the stretch of games here recently where you've been shooting the basketball, coming and getting some clutch buckets, and now you guys have won 5 straight, and you have an opportunity to get back on the road, going back down to North Carolina on Saturday to take on Monterey.
Yeah, we're ready. We're excited.
Awesome. Congratulations. Julia Parker, senior guard.
Thanks, dude.
One of the best shooters on campus, Julia Parker. Awesome. Thank you very much. We're going to make the transition to the men's side now as Ethan will slide back in with me. Ethan's getting his water ready. He's getting his pops all moistened and ready to go, right?
Yep. I'm ready whenever y'all are.
So the Bears coming in 6-3 on the season, are 5-2 in the AAC. The St. Andrews Knights coming in 3 wins, 6 losses, 1-6 in the AAC. Both the Bears and the Knights are coming off losses. The Bears actually have lost 2 of the last 3, and the Knights have lost 3 in a row. Stats leaders for the Bears: Isaac Stanback leading the Bears in total points with 139 on the season, rebounds per game, and almost 8 per game, and also blocks. And Isaac's actually shooting almost 66% from the field, which is good for 3rd in the AAC. Jeremy Dillon from the senior guard, shooting 46.2% from deep, 18 of 39 on the season. So he's really becoming a weapon for the Bears. You know, until recently he was coming off the bench with those statistics. He's 3rd in the conference. Defensively, it gets all started with the point guard, number 0, Keegan Warwick. He's tied for second in the conference with steals with 18. As far as the AAC standings, Columbia International currently sits on top of the conference with a 6-1 conference record. The Bears and Union are both tied for second at 5-2. The Bears, of course, a win would put the Bears at 6-2 in conference play and keep them in the top 3, and also run their record to a perfect 4-0. So, Ethan, I know you've done a lot of research on this ball game. What do you see the Bears need to do to come out victorious tonight?
Yeah, some of the things that the Bears need to do to come out victorious tonight is really just feed the key players you mentioned from this game. Isaac Steinbach, he's done excellent for the Bears. Coming out of the transfer portal, that's a good pickup for Coach Ty Compton. 2 years in a row now, he's gotten somebody out of that portal to come in and immediately impact this team. It's a good thing for them to have. But I think what the Bears really need to do is lean on their defense tonight, led by Keon Warwick. He's, as you mentioned, leading the game or leading the conference in steals. But more importantly, I think he should lead the conference in a category not many people talk about. It's called heart. This kid plays with heart, and he's easily one of the best low block defensive point guards that I've seen in a very long time. I watch him go against guys way bigger than him, and he does not back down. I appreciate his play.
You know, Keon Warwick's actually, last year bursted on the scene and kind of on his defensive stopper. Now he's averaging 13 points per ball game. He's shooting 43% from three-point line. Real quick on the Knights, they average 77 points per ball game, 43% from the field. They shoot behind the arc 31%, 67% from the free throw line. The Bears come in the game averaging 78 points per ball game, 49.4% from the field, 36% from deep, and 60% from the free throw line. And that's where it's got to improve, Ethan. As far as the free throws, if they could shoot better free throws, they would actually pick up that win at Tennessee Wesleyan as well.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned during the women's broadcast, as you move later into the season, move into March, free throws are going to be important. You just mentioned if they could have hit some more free throws against Tennessee Wesleyan, they would have picked up that win. And another thing, overtime loss to Union. You hit free throws in that game, you don't go to overtime, you pick up another win there.
And so also both of these teams, Ethan, like to get down the floor. Again, the Knights average 77 points per ball game. The Bears average 78 points per ball game. They give it down the floor. The Bears hold their opponents to 71 points per ball game, as where the Knights hold their opponents they average giving up 84 points per ball game. So defensive is kind of optional to the Knights. They like to concentrate on the offensive end more than they do on the defensive end. So it'll be interesting here, and you're kind of looking at the benches here. Size is going to be a lot more athleticism. Not a lot of size for either team, so owning the backboard is going to be key tonight.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Appalachian Wireless Arena in Blackville, Kentucky for NAIA basketball action. Let's meet our starting lineups. First, for the St. Andrews Knights. Starting at guard, 5'10" senior from Durham, North Carolina, number 5, Xavier McFadden. At forward, a 6'6" freshman from Spain, number 13, Madu Escamilla. At guard, a 5'6" junior from Hampton, North Carolina, number 14, Patrick McLaughlin. At forward, a 6'3" senior from Kinston, North Carolina, number 21, Juwan Barnes. And at center, a 6'8" senior from Wilmington, North Carolina, number 24, Alan Taylor. The Knights. St. Andrews is led by head coach Randy Hernandez. And now, your University of Pikeville Bears. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Pikeville, Kentucky, number 0, Keon Warwick. At forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Bigstone Gap, Virginia, number 1, Bradley Bunch. At guard, a 6' junior from Bolingbrook, Illinois, number 4, Deontay Thomas. At guard, a 6'5" senior from Mingo, West Virginia, number 5, Jeremy Dillon. And at forward, a 6'5" senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 99, Isaac Standback. the Bears. You licensed by head coach, Todd Thompson.
So we talked a little bit about it in the women's game. Ethan, of course, Corbin Spencer suffering the knee injury. He was out. He was averaging almost 16 points per ball game to lead the Bears. But now they still have 4 players averaging double figures. Isaac Stanback leading the way of 15.5. Warwick's averaging 13. Keontae Thomas averaging 11. Bradley Bunch, the sophomore, averaging 10. And then Jeremy Dillon right behind him at almost 9 points per ball game. So definitely not one person is going to replace Corbin's production, Ethan, but it's definitely going to stretch out the bench a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely stretch out the bench and really be a true test of who your next leader is. Corbin's gone after this season. You need to find somebody to fill that void. This is going to be a good growing pain for the Bears to have.
Well, I think you got a couple of sophomores in that starting lineup who definitely will be good leaders here with Warwicks and Bunch,
Yes.
who both are, and also Keontae Thomas will be back. But, here, this is a game the Bears need to, they've lost 2 or 3, and they get back in the win column tonight here, Ethan.
Definitely so.
Stand back. We'll control the tip for the Bears and ready to play a little basketball as Warwicks will bring it down for the Bears. A little man-to-man defense from St. Andrews. Over to Thomas, but pick from Stanback. Over to Dillon in the corner. 18 on the shot clock. Bunch looking for the Warwicks. Tight man-to-man. Stanback and closed in under the 10 on the shot clock. Very patient from the Bears on the first offensive possession. Thomas going to try to get to the bucket. Pass off Bunch's knee. Goes up strong. Finishes at the bucket. Give Bradley Bunch 2.
Yeah, so they had that same exact concept earlier in the possession clock. They just missed it. Good job finding it there.
McFadden will swing the basketball over. Get basketball back up top. That's going to be over to McLaughlin. And that'll be Barnes with the basketball for the Knights. Got 10 on the clock. McFadden will put down a couple of dribble. Morris will come away with his 19th steal of the season. Bunch swing over to Thomas on the baseline, and he'll step on the baseline. Turnover, Bears the first of the evening. That was an aggressive drive there, but Thomas thought he could squeeze around. If he had one more step there, Ethan, he had a couple of shooters that he could have gone either way.
Yeah, he tried to get that jump pass off, but as you mentioned, just needed one more step. It was a good effort, though.
Man-to-man defense coming up for the Bears. They'll work on the inside. Stand back. Taylor working and stand back on the inside. That's Smala over to stand back. Gets all the way to the bucket. He'll finishes with left hand. Bears leading this one 4-0.
Yeah, that was a good steal, and he got rewarded by the points there. Coast-to-coast transition by Stanback.
McFadden all the way to the bucket. The floater doesn't go. It'll be number 21 get the rebound. That's going to be Barnes. Bunch coming with the Bears over to Warwick. Back over to Stanback. Over in the corner. Put down a couple of dribbles. Spin move. Try to finish with the right hand this time. He does. Give him forward. The Bears leading this one 6-0. Good looking mover by Isaac. He's able to have a little body control that time. That's McLaughlin got the basketball for the Knights. 15 on the clock. Swing back over to Taylor. Shots up. Shots good. Good looking shot there as Alan Taylor gets the Knights on the scoreboard. Bears leading this one 6-2. Warwick will work off a screen. Bunch in the corner. Puts down a couple of dribbles. Now back over to Thomas. His shots up, shots good. Bears lead this one 8-2, Ethan. Good looking shot there from Keontae.
It was a good looking shot from Keontae. He knew his space well. He thought he had enough, and he did. Good shot from the top of the wing.
McFadden will get it over to Barnes. His shot's up, rattles around. Works will come away with it. He's going to push the one-man fast break. Gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish. He's unable to do so, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. I think they're going to get McFadden. Let's see. Nope, they're going to get number 14. McLaughlin, his first team's first. Warwick's on the season. Coming to the game 32 of 47 from the free throw line. Ethan, 68%.
It's a good benchmark to have for the Bears as I'm trying to load some stats up for the game so far.
Warwick's will have 2. It makes the first one. This is something there too, Ethan, where Warwick's has really taken his offensive game to the next level, looking to score more than like last year. He's looking more to just distribute.
Yeah, he does. He distributes the ball very well, but if he's able to add in that element of scoring, it's going to make him more lethal when distributing the ball.
He'll make both of them. Bears leading this one 10-2. Rick Bentley is letting know he changed internet sources. The live stats working much better, and I must agree they are updating perfectly this time. Rick Bentley is one of the best in the business, folks, when it comes to sports information. Got under 10 on the clock for the Knights. McFadden's got it up top. Gets all the way to the bucket, shots up, rattles around, comes out. Bradley Bunch with a tough rebound. Works over to Thomas. A high pass comes away with it. Isaac Standback on the spin move, comes away with it. Mateu will come away with it for the Knights. Gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish. Isaac Standback says, not in my house, Ethan.
Yeah, I mentioned him pregame being one of the top transfer portal entries from Coach Compton and these Bears. He's proven it there defensively, flying to the block.
25 on the clock for the Knights. Only inbound from the baseline. Looking into McFadden working against Thomas. Very patient. Bears staying man-to-man. Mateu's got the basketball up top here for the Knights. Gets all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish. Jeremy Dillon with a little poke it away. Give it to Isaac Standback. A little bump, no call.
The Bears rotate very well defensively. That's one thing I've been very impressed by this season is the way they're able to rotate in man-to-man situations.
Good communication out there between the players, too. I think Warks is a big player in that. Very vocal on the floor. 10 on the clock. Dillon shots up. Shots good. Bears leading this one 13-2. Jeremy Dillon's 19th made three-point bucket of the season. Puts the Bears out to a quick 11-point lead as they're just under 16 minutes play in the first half. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. And something that I'm encouraged about, Ethan, the Bears on 5 buckets. They got a couple of assists, but they're 5 of 5 from the floor. Can't get much better than that, right?
No, you can't. They're playing very efficient ball. I think one of what you mentioned is sure the assistants haven't popped up yet, but they're moving the ball around very well. I think it's just you're taking 1 or 2 more dribbles to take the assist away. That's it. But you're moving the ball well, making the St. Andrews man defense rotate. We'll see what St. Andrews comes out defensively after this timeout, but they're playing well.
Kenyon Cutlip and Elijah Toombo will check in for the Bears, replacing Bunch and Isaac Standback. The Bears have already had all 5 starters have already scored tonight. Coughlin's got the basketball, looking, finds Barnes. 15 on the clock. McFadden will get over to the bucket. Barnes trying to finish. He does over Bunch. That's Barnes' first bucket. Makes it 13-4. Quickly down the floor. Club's got the basketball over to Warks. Now they'll run the offense.
Yeah, what made that play happen for St. Andrews was a quick cut after getting the ball from the baseline.
Warks got the basketball up top, swinging over the Bunch. Looking to Cutlip. He finds him. Looks for Big E. Finds nice pass and Bradley Bunch. Got 10 on the clock. Turns, scores. Bradley Bunch has got 4. Bears up 15-4.
I think what's good for the Bears right now is they're attacking the ball. They're attacking the basket. This seems like they really want it. They're playing with a lot of energy.
McFadden gets all the way to the bucket. Cutlip and knock away on the floor. Barnes comes away with it over to Taylor. Big E will deflect that one. Offensive rebound for Taylor. Goes up. Scored the bucket. They're going to get Big E with his first team foul as well. And that's going to send Big Alan Taylor to the line shooting 1.
Yeah, good foul call there. As a defender, you want to keep your hands up as presence, but what Big E did there that drew the foul was he came over the top of Allen. That draws the foul every single time.
Taylor will miss it. He's 68% on the season. He'll miss that one. Big E will come away with the rebound. Bears leading this one 15-6. If Big E can give him some minutes, his size and athleticism could be a key for the Bears run the rest of the season. Over to Bunch, over to Thomas. 15 on the clock, swing to Big E up top. He'll look for the Bunch. Nice entry pass. He'll turn and able to score. Warks will come away with the offensive rebound. Keontae Thomas shots up, rattles around, comes out. Alan Taylor will come down with it for the Knights. Over to Mateu. Warks tries to knock it away. May got away with a walk. Coach Compton thought it was a walk. Talked to the official about it. 20 on the clock. It'll be an illegal screen. Alan Taylor be his team's first. He just got a little too quick on that screen. You got to come set. Let that defender get around or come into you. Just look at the moving screen.
Yeah, I think what St. Andrews coaches are trying to argue that the offensive player put his hands up on the screen, which kind of negates the fact that he wants to set the screen, but good call by the refs.
Over to Bunch, over to Cutlip. Looking Big E on the inside, over to Keontae Thomas. Warwick has got it down in the corner, back over to the Bunch. Got 13 on the clock. Keontae Thomas over to Cutlip. He's done a couple of dribbles. Keontae Thomas, three-point shots up. Three-point shot rattles around. Keon Warwick with the offensive rebound, his second of the night. Feeds Big E on the inside. He's passed the basketball really well. Not fadeaway jumper. Rattles around, comes out. Barnes will come away with the defensive rebound for the Knights. Gets over to McFadden. Three-point shots up. Rattles around, comes out. Barnes, offensive rebound. Big E knocks it away. Bradley Bunch will come away with it. Barnes is down. Cutlip will try to score at the other end. He does. Cutlip's first bucket. Bears leading this one 17-6.
Yeah, the Bears need to do a better job crashing the boards, I think, Gary. I think they're getting good rebounds, but both teams' efforts crashing the boards is not good right now.
Warwick will guard McLaughlin up front and gets it over to Mateu. Being guarded by Cutlip. Multiple subs of Bears coming in next dead ball.
Good hands.
The ball's Big E will come away with it. Elage gets over to Keontae Thomas, swing it to Keon Warwick. Up and good. Bears leading this one 19-6. Give Warwick 4. Bears out to a quick 13-point lead.
Yeah, good hands by Brady Bunch in the low block as the St. Andrews team was trying to pass the ball to the cutting offensive player. He broke up the play, caused transition score.
Mateu is working against Cutlip top. 10 on the clock. McFadden got the basketball, splits two Bears defenders, gets all the way to the bucket. He'll finish with the left hand, give him his first bucket. He's got two. Bears lead this one 19-8.
Tough finish by McFadden, cutting through the defenders, using the screen to his advantage. It was a very good basketball play.
Strong finish at the bucket.
Very strong.
Bunch, three-point shot out the corner, right around Cutlip will knock it out of bounds. It'll be Knights basketball as Caleb Brown and Garrett McCray will check in for the Knights. Stand back. Pelfrey make his first appearance for the Bears. And Jeremy Dillon will return to the lineup for the Bears. So on the floor for the Bears, you have Keontae Thomas, Keenan Cutlip, Wade Pelfrey, Jeremy Dillon, and Isaac Standback. Again, working on, he's rotated 8 players already so far. He's trying to work on the depth, trying to find that rotation with the mind with Corbin Spencer being out the season for the Bears. Brown's got the basketball working against Thomas up top. Got 15 on the clock. Not a lot of movement on offense for the Knights right now. Taylor's got the basketball. Swing over to McCray. 9 on the clock. Taylor's got to attack the bucket, stand back. Nice defensive position. Taylor's battling once again. Offensive rebound a couple of times. Unable to get it to go. Jeremy Dillon to come away with the defensive rebound. Pelfrey will push the transfer from Walters State Hazard High School graduate. Over to Keontae Thomas. Pelfrey's got it up top, quick as a cat. Over to Keenan Cutlip down the corner. Shots up. Rattles around. Stand back will come away with a rebound. He averages 8 of those a game. Knocked out of Keenan Cutlip's hand. Over to McFadden. He'll push. Gets to the Barnes, and he'll finish at the bucket. Makes it 19-10, and Barnes has got 4.
Yeah, the Knights, they come into this game forcing 19 more turnovers than they create for themselves. So if they're able to do that, they could come out with a victory.
Dillon's with the basketball. 15 on the clock over to Cutlip. Will swing it to the other side of the court now. He put down a couple of dribbles. Get all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish with left hand. Unable to do so. Thomas Dillon. He's got 1-3. Make that. Nope. He rattles on, comes out. Barnes goes high for the rebound for the Knights. Bears leading this one 19-10. Offense a little stagnant on this end. Ethan.
Yeah. Yes, it is. A cold streak from both teams, but the rebound numbers for the Bears are proving well in this stretch as the Bears are out-rebounding St. Andrews. Let me pull it up. Or actually, St. Andrews and the Bears are tied in a rebounding game. 11 for St. Andrews, 10 for the Bears.
McFadden's jumpers up and good. Give him 4. The lead is 19-12. It's the closest this game has been a long time as Connor Lane will check in along with Keon Warwick for the Bears' next dead ball. And a couple of subs come in for the Knights as the coaches are starting to run through their bench now. 20 on the clock. Keontae Thomas may got away with a push. No call. Over to Isaac Standback. 15 on the clock now. Looking for somebody to get the basketball to. No movement on this end. Pelfrey's got the basketball. 3-point. Shots up. Rattles around. Comes out. And that's McCray who come away with the defensive rebound as we go under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. McCray's got the basketball working against Cutlip. Gets over to Barnes. Swings it over to Brown. Floaters up. Rattles around. Isaac Standback with another Rebound. Give him 3 rebounds here in the first half. Over to Kenny Cutlip. Swinging the big Isaac stand back the middle. Nice pass to Cutlip over to Pelfrey. To Dillon in the corner. Good ball movement. Gets all the way to the bucket and turnover. That'll be the 3rd turnover for the Bears with the first half here.
Yeah, I think that was a forced pass right there. You got scared because you lost the dribble. Control the dribble. Find your Kenyon Cutlip in the corner. He was open.
Brown swinging over to McFadden. 3-point shots up. 3-point shots good. Makes it 19-15. And Ty Compton says, give me a timeout.
That's a good timeout from Coach Compton. Doesn't seem like the Bears know what they're doing right now. A little unsettled. And I noticed this once Keon Warwick came out of the game.
So this is the largest lead. It's a 30-second timeout. The Bears one time was leading this one 19-6. This is a 9-0 run right now, Ethan, for the Knights.
Yes, it is a 9-0 run that's really been led by one person, and that's McFadden. McFadden is leading the Knights in scoring right now as he has 7 of their total points, and the only 2 scorers have 4 points for the Knights. So if you get the Knights to get the ball out of McFadden's hands, you may be in better standing defensively.
McFadden's got those 7 points and also has 2 assists on the night as well, too.
Yes, he is. He's controlling the offense very well.
Big Corey Phipps coming in here, Van. He's looking slick tonight, too, isn't he? He's all dressed up.
Yes, he is. He had something important to do.
Keegan Warks got the basketball over to Wade Pelfrey, over to Connor Lane, who's checked in. Very quick lineup for the Bears there with Pelfrey and Warks. A little bit more movement this time. Pelfrey unable to finish at the rim. McRae will come with Brown will push over to McFadden. McFadden working against Warks all with the buckets. Time back. Dillon gets his hands on the basketball as well. Stand back and now will push for the Bears. Trying to break a 9-0 run.
Yeah, we got to slow our offense down, I think. I think we're moving too quickly right now.
Lane, shots up, shots good. Connor Lane, the freshman, gets his first bucket of the night. The Bears leading this one 22-15.
Yeah, Lane coming in as a good 3-point shooter, shooting 500% or 50% from 3, 2 for 4 on the season. So if he's able to continue that, work himself as a good role player, he'll see more PT.
Brown's at the basketball at the top. He's looking for Dickinson. He's got the basketball, gets all the way to the bucket, unable to finish. Lane to come away. That's Dickerson, folks. Over to Connor Lane. He'll open a jam with the right hand. The freshman with back-to-back baskets for the Bears. Bears now will extend that lead to 24-15 as they responded with 5 straight thanks to Connor Lane.
And that's what Keon Warks does. He finds the open man. Good cut by Connor Lane. Good attack at the rim.
He knew how to finish too, didn't he? McFadden with a spin move. Warwick will knock it away. Over to Connor Lane. It's become the Connor Lane show, folks, with the 2 hands. This time, a 3-point bucket, a right-hand slam, and a two-hand tomahawk. The Bears now leading this again 26-15 as the Bears respond with their own 7-0 run after the Knights went on a 9-0 run. So with 7:26 to play in the first half, Bears lead this one 26-15. You watching Bears basketball on the U-Pike Sports Network.
Run right before the break, and also he's being helped out.
Get all the way to the baseline, try to finish with the right hand. He does. McFadden give him 9 on the night. Game's leading score. Morgan Dixon bringing me some thank you, Ms. Morgan. Lane out of the corner, shots up, shots good. The first player in double figures with 10.
Yeah, he's been hot coming off the bench here. He's a good hand to have in right now.
Bears leading this one at 12. McFadden's got the basketball at the top. His three-point shot's up. Rattles around, comes out. Battle for Isaac Standback. Come down with his 4th rebound here in the first half. He'll find his floor general, Kean Warks.
I think the trust that those two have is really what makes this group special this year for the Bears, Gary.
Gets over to Dillon, got 15 on the clock. Lane out the corner, shots up. Shot's good. He's got 13. Todd Compton told me one time he come to any practice, he always grades as the best player. He just hasn't transitioned to the game. He thinks Connor's put too much pressure on himself. He's coming out tonight. He's already got 13. It may be his breakout game as a Bear, Ethan.
Maybe. I believe he was the 41st recruit coming out of Virginia for this freshman class in 2022. So he'll be a good player for the Bears if he stays.
Warks get the basketball to the lane. Lane will share with it to Bradley Bunch, who will score, and he'll go to the line and shoot one shot.
It's the Lane show. It's a good find right there by Lane on 2 cutting Bears on transition offense right there. That's what you need to do when you have numbers. You need to pass the ball, get defense looking every way, and earn your way to a rack.
Dickerson does his first, team's 3rd. Bunch now has 7. Standback will check out. Big E will check in. Lane will be credited with that assist over to Bradley Bunch. And the Bears starting to roll a little bit after if they had a little 9-0 run by the Knights. It's been 16-1 running for the Bears here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, 12 assists for the Bears. That's what's been helping them.
Bradley Bunch coming down with the rebound. That's Sincere Clark with a miss for the Knights. Warwick's got the basketball, finds Bunch. 3-point shots up. 3-point shot rattles around. And that is Clark will come down with the defensive rebound this time. McFadden's got the basketball for the Knights. Working against Warwick. Gets all with the rim. Tries to finish. Big E unable to block. We're going to get Warwick with a bump. Nope, they're going to call that on Lane. That'll be his first, team's 2nd. And I'll send McFadden to the line shooting 2 as his first trip to the night. He makes the first season double figures now. Keontae Thomas will check in. Kean Warks will check out.
So an interesting statistic we have here, Gary, on the UPike Stats Network and stuff is the usage percentage of these players. One thing I'm looking at is McFadden's usage percentage thus far in the game is up to 37%. If we can get the ball out of his hands to everybody else, you start to pull away in this game.
Bunch will find Big E up top over to Keontae Thomas. Bears leading this one by 16. Lane shots up. That's his first miss of the night. Clark will come away with the defensive rebound. He'll get over to McCray, who will push. He'll find McFadden working against Connor Lane. 20 on the clock. Picks up his dribble, looking for help now. Finds Clark. He's one side to drive against Big E. Big E. Nice defensive possession there for Big E. Jeremy Dillon, the senior, will come down with the rebound. Lane got the basketball in the corner, stolen from him by Brown. Brown's going to push now for the Knights. Dillon will come away with the steal.
Oh,
Big E,
pass.
finish it, big boy. Yes, sir. That Big E's first points of the night. The Bears lift their largest lead of the night, 37-19, as Cullip and Warks will return to the line for the Bears' next dead ball.
Looks like a tight end right there going up over 2 defenders.
McFadden, nice 3-point shot as the step back. That's his second made 3. Give him 14 for the night. Bears leading this one 37-22. McFadden is an impressive player.
Very good ball player. I saw him while the team was out shopping in the Little Marshalls area.
Dillon's shot rattles around, comes out, and the Bears will keep possession as Warwick and Cutler will return. And Lane and Jeremy Dillon will check out.
Lane will be checking out as the team's leading scorer. He has 13. He's really helped the Bears grow this lead. Big E goes up for 2 and misses. Ball finds its way back into McFadden's hands.
So, Thomas will pick McFadden up. Try to the pick and roll with Clark. Dickerson's got the shot, rattles around, comes out. Cutler with another defensive rebound for the Bears.
Good defense by Bunch. Didn't allow much separation there.
Warwick's back over to Cutler. Cutler with one extra pass for Bradley Bunch from the corner. Holds the release. Shots up. Shots good. Bears the first team to 40. Lead this one 40-22. Bradley Bunch in double figures with 10.
That was smart basketball play there by, just the Bears in general, just the ball rotation and the one more pass that always is so beneficial.
McFadden is feeling. He's got 16. Bears are up by 16, 40-24. McFadden is hard to handle tonight.
Yeah, he has 16, while the other two players on their team that score it has 4 points each.
Thomas gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish, unable to do so, but he gets hacked going to the line. Shooting 2. It'll be on 10. It'll be on Brown, but his first, team's 4th. Thomas on the season, folks, from the line. He is 60%. Misses the first one. Isaac Standback will check in for Big E. Stay tuned to halftime. The head coach of the U-Pike women's basketball team, Clifton Williams, will be joining me on the broadcast. McFadden also coming to the game averaging 13.5 points per ball game. He's already got 16, as Thomas will miss both of those. So we're closing on 2.5 minutes until halftime.
Yeah, I saw him in the checkout line at Marshall's when their team was out shopping earlier, just team bonding. It must be the chocolate-covered raisins he bought.
Got a little intel on that one. That'll be the 9th turnover charge to the Knights here in the first half as the over and back is called. The Bears have turned it over 4 times. Warwick's here in the first half, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals in 13 minutes. Lane and Bunch leading the ways offensively with 13 and 10. Standback gets all the way to the bucket. He finishes hard. He got 6. Isaac Standback, that's what he gives you, Ethan, at the bucket.
Yeah, using his big, broad shoulders that are very muscular, too. He's a strong basketball player. I'm not sure what year he's in, but he definitely deserves to go somewhere pro.
McFadden's got the basketball up top. Works will lock him down. Gets all the way to the spin move. Gets to the bucket. Finishes. He's got 18. He's 7 of 11 from the floor. He's got 2 made 3. He's got a couple of assists. Bears leading this one by 16.
I think halftime adjustment areas for Coach Compton is find a way to trap McFadden. Nobody else has really used the ball as much as him, and if you can get the ball out of their hands, I don't think St. Andrews has the next man that they can go to.
Standbacks at the basketball, got 5 on the clock, gets all with the bucket, tries to finish right hand. He does, give him 8. The Bears up by 18.
Yeah, good roll off the front rim, allowed that one to drop down, but also a very strong attack, jump cutting through the defense.
Closing on a minute to play here in the first half. McFadden pick up his dribble.
That's
He
what
finds,
you need.
finds McCray, gets to the free throw line, back over to McFadden. Long 3-point shot, rattles around, comes out. Standback come away with his 5th rebound here in the first half.
And that's how you need to play defense against McFadden. Make him pick up his dribble and take a long 3. Just a bad shot, something.
Warwick's got the basketball, swinging over the Bunch. Bunch has got it, got 15 on the clock. Thomas is bumped. They're going to get Caleb Brown with the push.
Who is that?
That'll be his 2nd personal, be fifth on the team, as McLaughlin will return for Brown. McLaughlin, the junior point guard from Hamlet, North Carolina. He went to Pitt Community College. Cutlip's got the basketball up top, 15 on the clock. Gets to the free throw line, back out. Keontae Thomas got the Isaac Standback. Gets over the bucket, trying to finish with left hand this time, unable to do so. Dickerson will come away with the defensive board for the Knights.
He was close. Just get him another rep, and he'll get that one.
McFadden's got the basketball. He's got 18 here in the first half. The game's leading scorer. Warwick will try to lock him down. Gets by Warwick. No, he'll pull it back out. 10 on the clock now. Clark will set him a screen. 5 on the clock. Give up the shots up by McLaughlin. The runner will not go. Defensive rebound by Isaac Standback. The heave will not go as we close the half. Bears leading this one 44-26. So, Ethan, what's your quick reaction to the first half action for the Bears?
Quick reaction is get the ball out of McFadden's hands. I mean, sure, you have a good lead right now, sitting at an 18-point lead, but if you keep McFadden keep the ball in McFadden's hands, they're going to continue to think they can fight in this game, and you got to take that fight away. Now, positives for the Bears, though. They're spreading the wealth very well. They're moving the rock at a high rate, not turning the ball over a lot. They had a tough stretch, but Caleb Lane came in, a good presence off the bench, and put them right back in it and allowed them to actually grow this lead to 18. Just statistically, real quick for the Bears, as I mentioned, Caleb Lane, he came off the bench with 13 points. He's the leading scorer for the Bears, but Brady Bunch, he has 10. Also, Isaac Stanback, he has 8 points for the Bears. Defensively, JD or Jeremy Dillon, he has 3 steals. Keon Warwicks has 2 steals. Stanback has a steal. And then Big E, he has a steal as well. But I think the main thing that is really helping the Bears out in this game is their shooting percentage. The St. Andrews Knights, they're shooting below 50%, 11 for 31. But the Bears' field goal percentage is at 18 for 31, sitting at a 53% clip, while the Knights are at a 36% clip. Also, they're taking smart shots from three-point land. Bears are 36% from 3, while the Knights are 29% from 3. So 2 good teams the Bears really just playing smart basketball, I think.
Also, you know, Ethan, you have a situation, you got 18 made buckets in the first half, got 13 assists. You've always talked about moving the basketball. And you're also, you talk about the shooting percentage much higher. The Bears 18 to 34 in the first half on the floor as well. Let's take a quick break. I see Coach Clifton Williams coming. We'll send it back to the station for a quick break. You watch the Bears basketball on the UPI Sports Network. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. We're at halftime of the men's game. Bears in control of this one, 44-26. Joined in the broadcast booth by the head women's coach at University of Pikeville, Coach Clifton Williams. And, Coach, you picked up a 111-47 victory, conference victory over the St. Andrews Knights, your 5th straight. Playing some good basketball right now, Coach.
We are. We gutted one out last Saturday at Tennessee Wesleyan. We weren't shooting the ball nearly as well, but we defended really well there. And defense carried over a little bit, and then we started making shots tonight, and it just didn't stop.
Well, let's rewind back to Saturday real quick, Coach. I had an opportunity to watch that game at home, and the offense, it did struggle in that first half. But
Right.
and I thought they had the second half, and I thought like a Julia Parker coming out and hit a couple big threes on Saturday, and in the three-point bucket, Allie Stone hit a couple early in that third quarter. It really kind of got things going for you guys offensively.
The message to them, like towards the end of the second quarter, was, look, as long as we continue to defend like this, eventually the shots are going to go. If we keep taking the right shots, keep moving the basketball around, pick up the intensity in transition, and we'll be fine. So it's exactly the way it played out. They, strong third quarter, and then we just finished in the fourth quarter.
I tell you, anytime you pick up a road win in the conference, it doesn't matter how it looks, right, Coach?
Exactly. And defensively, like I said, we held them to 45 points. They were 1 of 13 from the three. Like, we were tough defensively. We played the game plan and did our job.
So tonight here, Coach, and then the ball was going through the bucket tonight. You come out and you have a Bailey Birchfield who gets her first collegiate start. Hits 4 threes in the first period. And, Coach, I was talking to Bailey in the post game, and her family section to my right here, and I seen her make the first three. And I looked back to her dad, who was my baseball teammate back here years ago, high school baseball teammate as well. He got excited. She hit the second one. Got a little bit more excited. The third one, he got edge of the seat. But the fourth one, he was standing up. He's like, "Yeah, he's not going," because you hit 4 straight. But not only Bailey, you guys hit 24 as a team tonight, Coach. And we talked about he had 6 players who had made at least 3 3-point buckets. You guys had 20. I can't remember what the assist. 23 assists on 36 buckets. Moving the basketball tonight, Coach.
I don't know. It's like, let's start with the hometown girl from Pike Central,
there you
right?
go. I like it.
I didn't tell her until maybe 45 minutes before the tip that she was going to start. And I went back and forth. India had been sick earlier in the week. She was, she was ill on Saturday, Sunday. She didn't practice on Monday. She practiced again yesterday. So, she wasn't 100%, but she sure played like it tonight when you look at India's numbers. But Bailey's been going really hard all year long, and she earned the opportunity, and she made the most of it tonight.
With something about Bailey too, Coach, her first 3 years as a Bayer, really known for her defensive intensity putting pressure on the ball, because she's very quick, but shooting the basketball with a lot more confidence this year, Coach.
She put in the work this summer. She put the work in the weight room. Her conditioning was up. She was one of 2 players that actually passed the conditioning test for this team in August. And it's no mistake. There's no accident that it's happening for her the way it is right now. There's no shortcuts to this, and there's no shortcuts around the work. And so she's got a real story to tell. People don't understand how hard it is at this level. She certainly wanted to play more in her first 3 years, but the minutes were sparse, right? But she never hung her head. She's always been a great teammate. And so what you see now is a culmination of the story. She's writing the ending to her story, and it's quite a story.
And, Coach, I think somebody else, a senior on this team too, Julia Parker, come in, and it's the same thing. And I think you have a situation, and she got to play a little bit early as a freshman early in her career, and the minutes kind of went away, and then hit a couple big threes on Saturday at Tennessee Wesleyan, coming tonight and hit 4 tonight, Coach.
We're talking about 2 seniors that went 9 for 15 from the three-point line, and they're role players for us. Right? They're not, Bailey got the start tonight, but they're traditionally role players for us. And it speaks a lot to how hard it is at this level and how committed you have to be to whatever your role is and being great at it.
And Julia talked, we had a little pregame interview with her, and she talked about how the transition from high school to college was difficult for her. She scored over 2,000 career high school points coming in, and a little transition or a different role here at the University of Pikeville. But also, I think talking about binding into a system and binding into a role too. And that's the reason you guys have made national tournament appearances. That's the reason you guys won 5 straight as well, Coach.
It is. We're trying to stay present with where we are, right? We're in a new league. Things are happening well. We had a little bit of a rocky start, like up and down. We play well, we play poorly. But we've kind of steadied the ship here a little bit as we finish off the conference season here before the end of the semester. And then we'll hit a non-conference stretch, and then January 2nd, it'll be back on again. Here we go.
So, Coach, this is something we talked about a little bit before we come on air. But you had a 37-point lead at halftime, 58-21. Sometimes you see teams kind of cruise and to that second half. I thought your team came out with the intensity. I know you mentioned you guys took off the press in that second half. But you scored 58 in the first half. You scored 53 in the second half.
Right.
I think you stayed with it. They stayed with the offensive game plan, and people were locked in. Because you talked about India, who didn't get the start tonight, but she can play 8 minutes, hit 3 threes. You could talk about Julia. You talk about Brooklyn Fraser coming in the game, hitting 4 threes. I mean, it was everybody locked in.
Top to bottom on our roster, everybody did a good job in their role, right? You know, we put Brooklyn at the point guard tonight. Abby played off the ball some. India came in and played the 1 for us some as well tonight. You know, so we had kids playing out of position, but they were comfortable in the roles that they were in, and just executed the game plan. You know, we practice really hard. I know I've said that several times, but we go after it. We don't go for very long, but we go hard. And, you know, they carry practice over to the games, and this is what I'm most impressed about. Like you said, tonight, there was no letdown. We played to a standard, and we upheld the standard for 40 minutes.
And everybody was locked in on the bench too. You know, I noticed when some of the players were hitting 3-point buckets, their teammates were celebrating with them. People were celebrating, you know, steals, turnovers. And you guys forced 20 turnovers tonight. You held them to 19 of 54 from the floor. More importantly, you guys held them to 3 of 19 from deep. Yep. And, Coach, they only shot 12 free throws tonight, so you didn't foul a whole lot, not either.
You know, we get to the line 16 times, we make 15. You know, here's Morgan Stamper again, right? Like, look at Morgan Stamper's free throw numbers. She goes 8 for 8 tonight. We're talking a 34% free throw shooter as a freshman who is now shooting upwards of 85% here as a senior, close to 90.
And as somebody come in and who've always said you can't shoot free throws, but she's worked at it. I mean, and you think like she had 21 rebounds, 11 defensive, 10 offensive rebounds. She didn't score. She didn't make one bucket tonight.
No, she earned it. She earned it in the paint, getting fouled and getting to the line, right? We don't run a whole lot for her. You know, she just gets it out of the course of the action. And she never pouts. She's a grinder and a difference maker for us, just a difference maker in the paint.
So, Coach, you guys got Montreat on Saturday. What do you know about the Cavaliers?
Undefeated at home. So we got our work cut out for us, and we're looking forward to the challenge. And we'll be in Asheville, North Carolina, Black Mountain, North Carolina, Friday evening. So
the closing question I have for you, I always like to ask you, what do you want to continue doing and what do you want to improve on?
I want to continue defending well. I feel like we've turned the rebounding around, and we're doing a really, really good job there. And then we're shooting the ball really, really well. But what I want to see offensively is continue to give the ball energy, making the extra pass, finding the open player, get into the paint, and create for each other. And we did a good job of that tonight, and I want to see that continue. That's awesome. Well, Coach Clifton Williams has picked up their 5th straight win, moved to, 7-2 on the season? 7-2. 7-2 on the season. They just keep on climbing the AAC standard. So, and
Sounds good.
And then also, we should look on Saturday, too, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach
Thank you, Gary.
Williams.
Appreciate you, man.
We'll send it back to the station for a quick break. You're watching Bears basketball, the new Pike Sports Network. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. We're at halftime. Bears leading this one 44-26. And Ethan, that first half of play, the Bears had 8 players score.
Yes, they did. They had a bunch of great ball movement, bunch of good offense going out there. Brady Bunch and Connor Lane leading the way in double digits. Isaac Stombach close behind them with 8 points, but the main thing has been the ball movement. They also have 8 players with assists on the game as well. Keon Warwick's leading the way with 4, and then Keontae Thomas and Jeremy Dillon both with 2.
So we'll start the second half here. McFadden's got the basketball. So McLaughlin, over to Mateo. Over to McTaylor on the side. Both starters on the floor for the Knights and the Bears. Mateo's got the basketball being guarded by Dillon. The Bears open up man-to-man here in the second half. Gets all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish. And then will do so. Isaac Standback will come away with his 7th rebound of the night.
Good defense by Standback. I thought that was maybe a travel there. Good no call, though. Let the players play.
Keontae Thomas got the basketball, will attack the basket. Taylor will come away with a swap. Mateo will get it over to Barnes, who will hold it up. Been guarded by Bradley Bunch in the middle. McFadden shots up, shot rattles around, comes out. Keon Warwick will get his 5th. Nope, Jeremy Dillon will come up with the rebound. Keontae Thomas over to Jeremy Dillon. He scores it at the bucket. Dillon's got 5, Bears up by 20.
Good pass from Keontae Thomas, putting the ball only where Dillon could get it.
Go back over to McFadden. Thomas will open up in the second half with McFadden. He'll work around the screen, and a pass will go over to the bench. That'll be the 10th turnover charge to the Knights, the first here in the second half.
Yeah, miscommunication on St. Thomas's offense. One player was going to cut as McFadden was passing the ball, just miscommunication.
Warwick has the basketball. The Bears' largest lead of the night is at 20. Stand back over to Thomas. He's going to attack. Dillon going to three-point shots up. Three-point shot rattles around. Taylor comes high for the rebound. That's his 6th rebound leading the way for the Knights.
One thing I learned during halftime, sorry to interrupt, Gary, was McFadden apparently has a warning from the refs if he keeps talking to the student section of the Bears.
Okay. Well, he was cooking that first half. He was letting them know he was cooking.
Yeah.
Mateo's three-point shots up, rattles around, comes out. Bunch will come away, knocked away from him. It's going to be on Barnes. And that will be Barnes first. Team's first here in the second half. Bunch will inbound the basketball to Warwick as we're closing in on 18 minutes to play here in the ball game. Bears looking to pick up their 7th victory of the season. Warwick's working off a stand-back screen. Thomas got the basketball with 15 on the clock. Dillon looking for Isaac inside, working against Taylor. Nice matchup in there. Thomas, Warwick's gets all the way to the bucket, looking to Isaac. Nice pass, and Isaac Standback will lay it in. Give him 10. Warwick's will pick up his 5th assist.
I mentioned it during the first half, but that's just the connection between Standback and Warwick's right there coming to play.
McLaughlin get all the way to the bucket. He scores it, gives him his first points of the evening. Bears lead remains 20. Warwick will bring the basketball down the floor. McLaughlin will get the assignment here in the second half. Work off a double screen with Bunch. Bunch will kick out, gets all the way to the bucket. Nice interior pass over to Jeremy Dillon out of the corner. The shots up. Shots good. Jeremy Dillon give him 8. The Bears leading this one 51-28.
Yeah, I mentioned it coming out of half. Again, good ball movement come to play for the Bears, working in their favor.
Kelly Williams will check in for the Knights. The next dead ball. McLaughlin's got the basketball. McFadden in the corner. Being guarded by Thomas here in the second half. Going to give it to Taylor on the inside. He and Standback banging bodies, and they're going to get Isaac, I believe, on the bump.
Good call. Isaac got his left hand in there on the shooting arm of, Dillon, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, it'll be the first foul on Isaac. Goes in Taylor to the line shooting 2. He's went to the line one time on the night. He's missed that free throw. He'll shoot 2 this time. He misses the second one as well of the night. Kelly Williams will check in, and Mateo will check out.
Yeah, Taylor, one of the few scorers for the Knights in the first half. He had 4 points coming out of halftime.
And he makes the second one. Bears lead up down to 22 now. Works up the basketball. McLaughlin will pick up the entire court on Warwick's. Over to stand back, got the basketball. He's going to attack the rim. Nice spin move. Finishes with the left hand. Give him 12. Bears leading this one by 24.
Yeah, that's been the game plan coming out of the half, it seems, Gary. Get the ball inside to the low block and let your big man go to work.
Kelly Williams' pass sails out of bounds. That'll be the 11th turnover charge of the night here on the Knights this evening. Kelly Williams, fresh off the bench, had a little extra mustard on that pass. Let's see, Steph's Uptown Swag in the building now, serving some velvet ice cream. Stand backs at the basketball. Jumper is up. Jumper is good. Give him 14 on the night as he's 7 of 9 from the floor. McFadden working off screen. Free throw line. Jumper's up and good. Give him 20. Game's leading scorer. The Bears leading this one by 24.
Yeah, he knows how to stop on a dime and pull up and shoot it.
He's definitely aggressive with the basketball. He gets to the bucket every time he can. Warwick's working off. Stand back screen. Bunch. Feeding Isaac on the inside. Isaac going to bang with Taylor. Finishes the right hand. Give him 16. Isaac stand back. Maybe having a contact. Glasses. Yep, that's glasses. Situation with Taylor. He may have to check out the game, get everything repaired. So something I noticed you talked about, Ethan, maybe the game plan going into Isaac on the inside there. And he's the type of player who can take over a game. Opening game of the season over at Union, he had 32 or 34 points. Can't remember what that was, but he had 30-plus points. And then he has that ability. Sometimes during the season, he's had situations where he thought he had to force the action. But now as they get a little bit more rotation, everybody's kind of figuring out what their roles are. The Bears are rolling 57-31.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of what you mentioned, figuring out what your role is. He's a transfer player, trying to figure out what his role was, and he has.
Barnes gets all with the bucket. He'll finish, give him 6. Bears up by 24. We got a couple of subs at the table. I see Keenan Cutlup. I see a Big E will check in for the Bears as well. Stand backs at the basketball. Finds Bradley Bunch. Has nice interior passing. The right-handed hook won't go. Out of bounds. The Bears will retain possession. Cutlup and Elijah Ntumba will check in, replacing Dylan, probably Isaac, if I'm guessing. Yep, it is going to be Isaac. Bears will have 20 on the clock, and he'll inbound the basketball from the baseline.
So,
yeah, Isaac wasn't for sure if he was coming out. The Bears will run with 6 on the floor there. Thomas will trigger it inbounds for the Bears. Goes the length of the court, and McLaughlin will come away with the steal. That'll be the 5th turnover for the Bears. McLaughlin will score at the bucket, unable to get it go, though. And they're going to have it on Keegan Warwicks, I believe. Nope. So I've been on Cutlup.
That's good effort.
His first, team second.
Yeah, good effort by McLaughlin there to get the turnover. The St. Andrews baseline defense really forced everything away out front, and Keon Warwicks was back on the back end as kind of a safe option. And when you have to throw the ball across court like that, the chances of you completing that pass shoot down tremendously, excuse me.
McLaughlin will have one more, misses the first and makes the second. Give him 3. Dylan will check in for Keontae Thomas. So far tonight, St. Andrews 4 of 7 from the free throw line. The Bears are 3 of 5, so not a lot of free throw tosses tonight. Bears leading this one 57-34. There's an 18-point lead at halftime. Warwick will work off a Big E screen. Gets to the free throw line. His pass is tipped away. Probably should be a bounce pass right there. 17 on the clock. The Bears will inbound the basketball from the side. Cutler will trigger it inbounds. Finds Bunch. Clock clicks to 15. Warwick will feed Big E, working against Taylor. Nice matchup, right-handed hook. Taylor with a block. That's his 3rd block of the night. Gets over to McFadden. McFadden's got the basketball, working against Cutler. He's starting to cook once again off his hand. That would be the 12th turnover charge of the night, as McFadden's talking to his teammates.
Yeah, and for Big E, just going back to that post play down there, that's 2 times now I would have liked to seen him better in the post play, turning or rotating into the wrong areas when he's going to take the shot.
Dylan's got the basketball up top. Over to Cutlup. Big E will set Cutlup. Nice roll to the bucket. Big E fumbles the ball. Right-hand hook. Can't get it to go. Taylor come away with the rebound. That will be Taylor's 8th rebound of the night. And Isaac Stanback is going to check back in. Next dead ball for the Bears. McFadden got the basketball to McLaughlin. Looking to Kelly Williams. Now he's going to go to Barnes. Got 15 on the clock. McFadden will get to the free throw line. Stop. Something back out. 10 on the clock. Lane will check in for the Bears as well. Next dead ball. Kelly Williams over to Taylor. 5 on the clock. Barnes shots up. Shots good. Give Barnes 9 on the night. That will be the third made 3 of the night for the Knights. Bears leading this one by 20. Warwick's working against McLaughlin up top. 19 on the clock. Over to Bunch. Bunch has got it. He'll attack the bucket. Gets Taylor all the way to the bucket. Unable to finish. Bunch of offensive rebound. Caleb shots up. Shot rattles around. Comes out. Taylor has his 9th rebound of the night. Nice night for the center. Kelly Williams, 3-point shots up. 3-point shots good. That's his 4th. That's their team's 4th made 3 of the night. Kelly Williams. He has 3 points on the night.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, what's happening, Rick?
Well, I wanted to come up and give Ethan a break and mention, in case you hadn't, you probably already have, about our wrestling at the gym on Friday night.
So the question that we have for that is,
Yes.
we know it's a tip for basketball, first pitch for baseball. So what do you call what 7:30 is it match time or what's it called?
Bell time is what they call it.
Bell time, okay.
Here's the thing. I'm not sure if there will be a cage match, table, ladders, and chairs. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I just know I'm going to be there, and I went last year, really enjoyed it. If you've never experienced it, it'd be, and listen, free of charge. Just come on in to support these guys. They work really, really hard.
At the U-Pike gym.
At the U-Pike gym at 7:30 Friday night. I'm telling you now, we've got some really good wrestlers. We got a couple of guys I wouldn't be at all surprised to see in the national competition this year. They're really, really good. Those guys do a great job with getting that program started. I think this is the 3rd year or whatever. And I'm
second year.
Is it second? It's Travis's second year. I thought we did something first, but you're probably right. Ken got tied up in there a little bit. But I do want to encourage everybody to come out and support those guys, because I'm telling you, they work incredibly hard.
Because what people don't realize with wrestling, you talk about cutting weight and getting to a certain weight, you got to compete in a certain division.
Right.
They work.
There's 10 of them, and here's the thing: because it's a one-on-one competition, only 2 schools. Last year when we went, they had 3 schools, and it went really fast. Like, there's a really good chance we start at 7:30. By 8:30, it's done.
Wow.
Like, it goes quick, because they shake hands and they go shake the other coach's hands, and then they're running 2 more guys out there in the middle of the mat, and it's worth coming to see. I'm telling you, it's really fun to watch.
Well,
I had no idea really what was going on.
Well,
I'm not going to lie about it.
Ricky, you've told me that wrestling is the 2 spectator sports people don't realize is wrestling and bowling.
Bowling, no question about it.
If you talk about the intensity and just how fun to watch.
People don't understand what bowling's like unless you go watch it and experience that. And by the way, none of the bowlers are here tonight. They're having an event down at the Sportsplex as a benefit to try to get a lot of canned food together for the people who are in need during this Christmas season. And I thank God for those people doing stuff like that. And this is student-led.
Student-led.
It's not even something, because when they brought it to me, I said, do you coaches know about that? And they said, yes. I said, all right, then I'll be glad to publicize it for you. And that's why they're not here tonight. But I did want to jump on here a minute and just give everybody the opportunity to know about this event. And we only did one last year, and my knowledge, this is the only home event we got this year. So if everybody can come out and watch those guys, I'm sure they'll enjoy it. And like I say, it goes really, really quick.
Well, and it's definitely something you never watched a wrestling match. It's a great opportunity to come out.
It is. And I told Wyatt, my assistant, that if there's a cage match, I'll write the press release, and if there's not, he gets it, because I don't know what's going on if there's not. I mean, if Ric Flair shows up, I'm good. But
if Ric Flair or Dusty Rhodes shows up,
yeah,
we're
that's
good to
right.
go.
We know what's going on there.
Awesome. But Connor Lane got the basketball. Swing it over to Kean Warks. Real quick, what's your thoughts as far as one, as Isaac Stanback's going to get fouled there?
We're going to wave that bucket off.
Hey, but also we did during the women's game, Rick, as the Bears lead this one 58-40. You talk about some potential records. We was looking at the individual game for rebounds. We found Teresa Ray. I hold that with 28.
Yeah.
But then as far as
and when Coach took her out of the game, he said to her, "It's not worth the risk of getting hurt."
And that's what we were talking about. Connor Lane, his career night, he's got his. Give him another 3-point bucket. He has 17.
Yeah.
And Rick, he's really You know, Coach Ty Compton told me he always grades out as one of the highest players during practice. He just getting into the game and getting the nerves out of the way, and he's coming out big tonight. That's his fourth made three of the night.
Yeah, he had the first 13 points in a 16-2 run we had a while ago that included, I think, 3 or 4 3-pointers and a dunk.
Well, and 2 dunks. Remember, they had the right-handed dunk and the two-handed dunk as well.
That's true.
And just keep in mind, St. Andrews was just on a 9-0 run.
Yeah. Yeah, they had just we went on a 13-2 run. They went 9-0, and then we went 16-2. It makes writing a press release really easy.
I believe that's what you call a game of runs, right?
Yeah, that's part of it right there. Okay, don't want to bother you guys, and certainly don't want to take away from Ethan. I appreciate him doing it. By the way, about to graduate here from UPike, and really proud of him and the career he's had here playing football for us and being a big part of what we do here in the sports information office.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if any broadcaster is more prepared for the stats than Ethan Offit.
I love it. All right, thanks for you. Let me jump on here for a minute.
Appreciate you, Rick.
Yeah, buddy.
McFadden will come away with it with St. Andrews. Got the basketball, gets all the way to the bucket, feeds it over to Barnes. Bunch will come away with it. Pelfrey's just checked in for the Bears. Swing over to Connor Lane. Over to Keegan Warwick. He'll set his feet. Find Isaac. Stand back with a two-hand jam. Give Isaac 18. The Bears' lead is at 21.
Yeah, another thing that boosts in the category area is 34 points in the paint for the Bears. That's how you win games right there, being dominant in the paint.
You know, the Bears are 7-18 from deep. And then also you talk about attacking the paint. And if you can get layups or threes, that's a good combination. Unfortunately, Barnes may have rolled an ankle or knee as the training staff's going to go out and check on him. Let's send him to the station for a quick break. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPike Sports Network. Welcome back to the arena. Bears leading this one 63-42 as Clark checked in for Barnes. Shots up, shots good. McFadden's up to 22, and he'll go to line shooting 1. And a foul is going to be on Cutlip. Oh, it's on Pelfrey, excuse me, his first. Cutlip will check in for Pelfrey. McFadden on the night from the line. He is 2 of 2. Bears leads at 19. He misses that one. Bunch will come away with a rebound. That's his 7th rebound of the night. Nice night for Bradley Bunch, the sophomore for the Bears.
10 points as well. He's been a solid performer tonight.
Cullip's got the basketball. His free throw line over to Bradley Bunch. His shot's up. Rattles around, comes out. Alan Taylor will come down with his 10th rebound of the night for the Knights. Swing it over to Kelly Williams with the basketball between his legs. He'll feed. He tried going to inside of Clark. It'll be a turnover. It'll be the 14th turnover charge to the Knights. Bunch over to Warwick's. Closing on 10.5 minutes to play in this ball game. The Bears have extended that halftime lead, which was 18. It's now 19. Warwick's got the basketball. Swing to the Bunch. Got 15 on the clock. Warwick's got the basketball, gets all the way to the bucket. No, give it to Isaac. Stand back. He'll try to finish. He does at the bucket. Give him 20. Bears up 21.
Yeah, he's been on a run this half, Gary, coming out with 12 points in the half.
Warwick's 7th assist on the night as well. McLaughlin got the basketball top. McFadden. Let's see if he's going to still try to cook. Hesitation dribble. Shots up. Shot is good. That young man is on fire, folks. 24 points on the night. 10 of 16 from the floor. He is the game's leading scorer right now. Elijah Natumba will check in for the Bears. The next dead ball. Cutlip's got the basketball working against McFadden. Gets all the way to the bucket. To Alan Taylor says, not on my watch. 13 on the clock. Warwick's got the basketball. Puts down a couple dribbles. Working against Taylor. Cutlip in the corner. 5 on the clock. Swings over to Bunch. Bunch finds Lane. Lane trying to finish. He does at the bucket. Connor Lane's up to 19. His breakout night continues for the Bears. They're up by 21.
That was a strong finish by him going up against Taylor, who just had a big block to stop one of your previous shots, and he powers through for 2.
Kelly Williams over to Clark. Clark over to McFadden, being guarded by Cutlip. 12 on the clock. Gets all the way to the bucket. He won't get Cutlip with the push. That'll be on Cutlip. That'll be his second.
Third.
Oh, the third. Our stats are not updating here. My apologies, folks. That'll be his third. Team's fifth is Noel Nitz will make his first appearance. Pelfrey will check in. Lodge and Toomba will check in. Cutlip, stand back, and Warks will check out. Noel, the junior, from Bolton Springs, Florida. Oneida Springs, Florida, excuse me. Nice area, 15 on the clock. McFadden's got the basketball. Nitz will guard him. Taylor's jumper's up. Rattles around, comes off. Bunch will grab his 8th rebound of the night. And he'll join Standback with a team lead. Pelfrey got some quick handles, 20 on the clock. Swings it back over to Pelfrey. Feeds Big E, 15 on the clock. Noel out of the corner, shots up. Doesn't hit anything. Clark with the rebound. Kelly Williams is going to push for the Knights. McFadden got the basketball. Noel will guard him. Taylor on the roll. Shots up. Shots good. Taylor give him 9 points. Timeout. St. Andrews will be a full timeout. Let's keep it right here. Let's go over some stats. So since we had a little break there advertising how the wrestling match coming up on Friday at 7:30 in U Pike Gym. U Pike and West Virginia Tech. So far right now, I see that the Bears got 3 players, double figure. You got Standback with 20, Lane with 19, Bunch with 10. Pretty good balance there, Ethan.
Yeah, it is. It's a good balance, and it's all coming from pretty much unexpected players other than Standback. You were mentioning pregame how you need to have somebody step up in the absence of Corbin Spencer. Well, we've had 3 people step up this game. I think more so has been the turnovers created as well. You have multiple steals being created by the Bears, 2 for Warwicks, 3 for Jeremy Dillon, 1 for Standback, and then 1 for Brady Bunch as well. Standback has a block, but you're limiting your turnovers given up. There's only 6 total turnovers that you've given up all game, while you're creating a lot more. When you take care of the ball, protect the baby, and you're scoring a lot of points at a good rate. Let's see here. Their field goal percentage is at a 52% right now. So they're making smart shots, making smart plays. Bears just need to keep doing what they've been doing all game, and they'll come out with a victory.
St. Andrews 20 of 41. Let's see here. I can't wait. 20 of 45, 44% as a team. 4 of 11 from deep. Both teams are 4 of 8 from the free throw line on the night. Backboard, the Bears winning at 29-25 as a team. Pelfrey will run the offense for the Bears here. Go for the Connor Lane over the Bradley Bunch. Big E will give him a screen. He'll work Lane off the corner. His shot's up. Shot rattles, run comes off. Clark will come away for the defensive board for the night. Trailing by 19 as we're closing on 7 minutes and 45 seconds to play. McFadden gets all the way to the bucket. Tries to score with the left hand scoop. He does. Give him 26, 11 of 17 from the floor. He also has 4 assists on the night, folks. He is a tough cookie to handle tonight. Bears up 17. Brown Garden, Pelfrey up top. Pelfrey picks up his dribble. Gets the Big E. Big E's got the basketball looking for help. Swings back over to Pelfrey. 13 on the clock. Between the leg dribble. Got to the baseline. 9 on the clock. Got to do something with it. Lane's got the basketball. He's going to attack. Gets all the way to the bucket. Tries to finish. Unable to do so. Clark comes with a defensive board. Gets it over to Brown. Now they'll hold it up. Steinbach and Warwick's return for the Bears' next dead ball. Brown's got the basketball. Swings over to Taylor. Taylor, McFadden, shots up. Shots good. Give him 29. He has third made 3 of the night. Jeremy Dillon also returned for the Bears.
He's got a good shooting for him.
Bears up at 14. He's cooking tonight. I mean, he's playing aggressive. He's sharing the basketball, too. He's leading the team in scoring and assists. Lane, nice move. Big E tries to finish. He does. Big E finishes the rim. Give him 4. Give Connor Lane the assist. Bears up by 16.
Smart play by Big E to hold that ball, try and draw the foul.
Connor Lane's big night continues as a block shot. Pelfrey over to Bunch. Bunch finishes. Give him 12. Bears lead back up to 18. Bears on a little 4-0 run and scored the last couple of buckets. Closing on 6 minutes in this ball game. Taylor's baseline jumper's up, rattles around, comes off. Bunch now has the team lead with 9 boards on the night. Pelfrey's got it up top. Bunch over to Lane. Lane looking Big E on the inside. Bradley Bunch shots up, doesn't draw anything, and he'll fall out of bounds. As stand back, Warwicks, Cutlup, Dillon, and number 21, Jordan Howard will make his first appearance of the night for the Bears. Howard, the 6'5" junior from Miami, Florida, went to MacArthur High School. Baseball team having a good time with Brown calling out every time he dribbles the basketball. Maybe that's the band. Shots up, Dillon will come away with a defensive rebound, swings over to Warwicks. Warwicks is going to push. He finds stand back. He'll try to finish. He does give him 22. That's the 8th dime of the night for Kean Warwicks.
Cutlup's hurt.
Looks like he rolled his ankle as Connor Lane will come back in for the Bears. Cope was having a nice night as well, too. All around, had a couple of points, got a rebound and an assist. He had a big offensive night on Saturday down in Tennessee Western.
Yeah, he's a solid role player Coach Compton's found.
Bears up by 20. Clark swings over to McFadden. Warwicks will guard him. Warwicks is going to lock in right here. Warwicks will contend that shot. Nice job. Nice rebounder for Isaac stand back with his 9th board of the night. He and Bradley Bunch both are working on double-doubles tonight. Lane out of the corner. Shots up. Shots good. Connor Lane give him 22 with 5 made 3-point buckets. Bears up 23.
Connor Lane may have found himself some more rotation minutes once after this game.
Warwicks will come away with a swipe. That'll be his 20th steal of the season as his 2nd of the night. Give him that. Bears up by 25. Kean Warwicks has got 6. That's his 3rd steal of the night. Excuse me, folks. He's got 21 steals on the season. Brown's got the basketball. The ball's knocked away over to Taylor. Taylor swings over to Kelly Williams. He's working against Jeremy Dillon. 15 on the clock. Step back. Dillon get the block. Oh, they're going to belly man on that one. I thought Dillon got all basketball. Maybe on his landing, though.
Yeah, they're going to call it on the landing foot, but I thought he kicked into that foul personally. I thought he created the he closed the distance with his feet. Excuse me.
Kelly Williams will go to line shooting 3. This will be this will be a first trip. He's got 3. He's got a 3-point bucket. Dillon's first, team's 6th. Williams will make the first. Give him 4. The lead's at 24. They cut the lead down to 14 here in the second half. Then the Bears are able to expand out with a little bit of a run. Williams will make the second one. He'll have one more, I believe. Give him 5 on the evening.
They improved the second half. They've scored a lot more points, scored a lot more efficiently.
They're at 55% from the floor in the second half. 3 of 5 from deep.
Yeah.
Williams give him 6. He makes all 3 of those. Bears at 53 and 53-6 in the second half. 53% in the first half and 53% in the second half. That's pretty consistent basketball by the Bears. Stand back will miss a shot, come down with it. Stand back will come away with his 10th rebound. He'll give him a double-double. He'll try the finish. He does give him 24. Go along with those 10 boards on the night. Bears leading this one by 24.
Twisting through the defense to get those 2. That was a good play.
Lane will come away with his 4th rebound of the night. Noel Nitz. Logan Taylor will check in here shortly, along with Ethan Colgrove. Jordan Howard will get on the scoring books for the Bears as they're leading this one by 26.
That was a good pass by Works to get it down there to Jordan. Quick pass, too, by Works.
McFadden was swinging. Kelly Williams out of the corner. Shots up. Shots good. That's his second. Made 3 of the night. Give him 9. Bears up by 23.
Yeah, Bears defensively can't be lulled to sleep. St. Andrews has been trying to do it to you all game. Work deep into the shot clock. Don't fall asleep with this lead.
St. Andrews' 6th made 3 of the night. Swinging Connor Lane. He's got the basketball. Back to the key and Works. He's got the behind the back dribble. Isaac Stanback with 10 on the clock. Jordan Howard, fadeaway jumpers up. Rattles around, comes out. Taylor will come down with his 11th rebound of the night. Taylor's jumpers up and good. Give him a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. So Elijah Natumba, Ethan Colgrove, Logan Taylor, Noel Nitz, and Jordan Howard on the floor. Bears up by 21.
Yep, looking like this will be another win, huh, Gary?
Looking to 7-3 on the season and moving to 6-2 in the AAC. Taylor's pass over to Colgrove. Gets over to Jordan Howard, 20 on the clock. Down the back dribble. Taylor's at the basketball top. 3-point shots up. 3 pop short. Rattles out. Lodge Natuba tried to come away with it. Clark's left-handed pass. Stole by Taylor. And that'll be the 16th turnover charge of the night. Taylor's going to hit the basketball and call for a pick. Colgrove will set the screen for Taylor. Taylor will swing it over to Howard. Off his hands, out of bounds. That'll be the 7th turnover charge to the Bears, leading this one by 21. The Bears will be back in action on Saturday as they travel down North Carolina to take on the Montreat Cavaliers, part of a doubleheader. Women will play at 2. The Bears will play at 4. The men will play at 4. Excuse me. Brown swimmer McFadden. McFadden got 29 on the night. Guarded by Noel Nitz. 3-point shots up. It's good, but they're going to call it off. That's going to be a moving screen by Clark. It'll be his first, team 6th. Taylor will be guarded by Brown coming up the floor. Howard's got the basketball. Free throw line jumpers up. Good. Give him 4 on the night. The Bears up 84-61.
1 minute remaining.
Nice looking shot from Williams. Give him 11 on the night. Bears leading this one by 21 as we're under a minute to play. Here tonight, the Bears will pick up their 7th victory of the season and the 6th inside of the conference. St. Andrews will fall to 3-7 and 1-7 in conference. Howard's shots up. Shots good. Jordan Howard giving him 7. That's his first 3-point bucket of the night. The Bears up 87-63. Kelly Williams shots up. Rattles run comes off. Big E will come away with the rebound. That'll be his 2nd board of the night. Stolen by McFadden. Big E will say it's not in my house. So he'll come with a block. Taylor will dribble this one off. The shot clock is off. Howard's with the basketball. I think Coach Compton's want him just to hold the basketball if they can. Taylor will dribble it out. But Brown's still continuing to play. Under 5 seconds to play. Brown gets all the way to the bucket. He will miss the rebound. Noel Nitz will get the rebound, and the Bears will move to 7-3 on the season, 6-2 inside of the conference. Let's send it back to the station for a quick break. We're going to have a couple of post-game interviews. Hopefully Coach Ty Compton and Connor Lane will join us for a post-game interview. You watch the Bears basketball on the U-Pike Sports Network. Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Arena as the Bears pick up an 87-63. Ty Compton is going to join us here real quick. Coach, congratulations on the 7th victory of the season and 6th in the conference.
Thank you. You know, we still trying to find our way a little bit with with the shakeup that we had with Corbin getting hurt, and I think tonight goes a long way to play into our potential, and guys starting to see maybe what new ways they can impact winning for us, and how they can be most effective for us.
Well, the first person I want to comment, Coach, is that the last time I had an opportunity to come to practice, you mentioned that Connor Lane was one of the highest graded players you've had to practice all fall. He's coming out tonight, Coach.
Yeah, he plays extremely well every day. And there's nobody on staff or in the locker room that lacks confidence in Connor. It's really just about him being able to put it together and perform in a game, and he really wants to, really puts the work in for it, and glad to see that come to fruition for him today.
Shot the basketball extremely well. Had St. Andrews had a little 9-0 run there, and he had Connor hit a 3 and then back-to-back dunks, and you guys went on a 13-0 run. Glad to see him playing with confidence. And not tonight, Coach, you guys go 37-71 from the floor, continue shooting the basketball extremely well from the field, and 9-26 from three-point land. You got to like those 9 makes each night.
For sure, and 26 assists on 37 makes, 37 makes. Right. So, unbelievable job sharing the basketball. Basketball is a game of runs, and our games are certainly no different than the majority when it comes to that. But we've got to be better at eliminating some of the lulls, eliminating some of the valleys that we find, and it usually comes after we find some success. We go on a big-time run, or we put together 3 or 4 really good possessions, and we kind of put our foot off the gas a little bit. And that's a huge emphasis for us every day. That's a huge emphasis in our preparation. If we're able to find a way to eliminate some of those valleys and keep our foot on the gas, I think we'll be where we need to be. But we certainly have work to do in that regard.
So, Coach, when I had an opportunity to talk to you after you got the news about Corbin, and you talked about it's going to force you to extend that bench a whole lot more. And I know you played a lot of people tonight. And you played a lot of people early as well too. How are you feeling about your bench right now?
Yeah, I mean, we feel like those guys, several of those guys are really capable of helping us. And it really comes down to finding consistency, and it comes down to them being able to show us consistency every single day. A lot of guys, especially today, a lot of guys want to be able to get in the game and show you, and that's just, when you practice 100 times and you play 30 times, your best opportunity to show us what you can do and show us how you can impact winning for us is every day in practice. And, we've had some guys fight us on that a little bit, but I think they're seeing that. I think, once they see some success out on the court and see that that's the way that it's going to be regardless of how they feel about it, I think we'll be able to put some things together. But it was really nice. We went in tonight very intentional about getting more guys meaningful minutes, getting guys minutes earlier. We felt like that will not only help our depth, but that will also help our guys be a little more fresh down the stretch. And we felt like that may be something that we've struggled with a shorter rotation, certainly this past Saturday, as we're trying to find our footing there without Corbin. We just rely on a lot of those guys to play a lot of minutes, and it's really hard down the stretch to be able to give it everything that you've got when you've played, 35, 37, 40 minutes.
Coach, tonight also you had those 26 assists. He only turned over 9 times, took care of the basketball. But somebody I want to talk about is big 99 tonight, Isaac Stanback. I thought it was one of the most complete games he played under control, stayed out of foul trouble, only had 1 foul tonight, 12 of 15 from the floor, had 10 rebounds. Talk about 99.
Yeah, he's one of the most efficient players in the country, especially when he's on. And, when he's under control and he's balanced and, he's really dialed in, he's really hard to stop. And he's got great touch around the rim, great athleticism, very strong. And, when we're able to make some shots around him, it also helps things for him, because he's not an unselfish guy. He'll get in there, even though, tonight was a scoring night for him. Mm-hmm. He's not above getting in there, drawing a crowd and finding open guys. So he's a huge piece to what we're doing. His consistency is something that we rely on every single night. And, glad to see him after having a couple games of he played well Saturday, but he had a game or two before that where it was unlike him. Glad to see him back on track tonight.
Bradley Bunch, I think he had a nice little bounce back game tonight too. Not coach. He had the end with 12 points and 9 rebounds, had a couple of assists and a steal.
For sure. We got to get Bradley. Defensively, he does a lot of things for us, provides a ton of versatility for us offensively. We do have to get Bradley finishing a little bit better. I think getting him to play a little bit lower, maybe a little more aggressive on drives, certainly around the rim. We want to be able to utilize him on the block, just the way that we use Ike. And I think having the inside-outside ability that he has, we got to get that finishing a little bit more around the rim for him, and that'll come. I know he wants to do that. I know that's something that we talked a lot about and made a big-time emphasis even tonight of making sure that we're being a little more aggressive, a little more balanced, and being a little more efficient around the rim. So as that continues to come for him, his inside-out ability will be a huge bonus for us.
You talk about impacting the game tonight, Coach, without scoring the basketball a whole lot. You talk about your point guard, number 0, Keegan Warwick. 29 minutes. He only shot 2 shots. He shot 2 free throws. He ended up scoring 6 points. He has 9 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, and more importantly, probably to you, Coach, in 29 minutes, a big 0 in the turnover category.
Yeah, that's great, and that's great. In a game like tonight when we've got guys hitting shots and guys finishing around the rim, and he's able to make those plays, we don't mind that 2 for 2 from the field. But, he's got to step up and take a more of a scoring presence for our group. And, he's capable of doing it. I know he's confident doing it. We talk a lot about it. But nights that those shots aren't coming so easy, or, those finishes around the rim or those easy dump-offs to Ike and Brad aren't coming as easy. We got to have him having a little bit more of a scorer mentality and being prepared to score. And he's really good about recognizing when he needs to do that, when he doesn't need to do that. But the next evolution of his game, obviously, is to become a little more consistent-minded, I guess, with his scoring ability and taking advantage of some of the opportunities that other guys get for him. He's the ultimate second or third opportunity guy because somebody creates an advantage, they send it to him, he's got an opportunity to score it. But more times than not, he turns that down and tries to get it to another side to create another opportunity for somebody else. And, there's going to be a lot of times that we need him to really step up and be a scorer for us. So love seeing a stat line like we saw tonight. Can't wait till we see the next one where he switches gears a little bit and becomes a scorer again.
What about Montreat, Coach? What do you know about them?
Yeah, they're going to be really tough. They play some teams really, really tough. They've won some big games at home. It's a really tough place to play, So anxious to see how our guys respond coming off a great night tonight. And, we're going to have to be ready. They have several really good players. They have the capability of being really explosive offensively, and if we go down and just try to go through the motions, it's not going to be good for us. So we've got to find an ability to really compete no matter where we're at, no matter who it's against, and no matter what the circumstances are. And that's at the main top of our agenda every day that we work on. We've got to find a way to bring it every single day. So it'll be a good test for us for sure.
So, Coach, you talk about handling circumstances, of course, at the middle of finals week, right, Coach?
Yeah, they start finals. And, you had a good crowd tonight, but we know some of the students are already gone home. And a lot of people got a lot on their minds. So we'll be right in the middle of finals on this trip. It's nothing new to us. There's just no way to get around that. Everybody in the country's got to deal with that somehow, some way. So, I think our guys are in good enough shape academically, and hopefully they take that part serious and are able to shift gears and focus on the game when it's game time.
Closing question, Coach. I always like to ask you, what do you need to continue doing, and what do you need to improve on?
Yeah, I think our willingness to create and share for each other tonight was great. It was great to see us get back to such a positive rebounding margin tonight. That's very important to us. And it was really good for us to not turn the ball over very many times. 9 turnovers with as many possessions as we had, and as much as we were sharing the basketball and moving it. 9 turnovers is really good. So I think if we can continue to do those things, that'll go a long way for us. We didn't have a ton of opportunity. Only shot 8 free throws tonight, but still shot them 50%. So that's another area that's got to continue to improve, and we've got to get better at that. And we put a big emphasis on offensive rebounding, and we came away with 11. We found ourselves, I haven't looked in the last couple of days, or last couple of games, but we found ourselves leading the league in field goal percentage, and we were like 11th out of 13 in offensive rebounding. So it's a little bit of a catch-22 there. Mm-hmm. You don't miss as many shots as other people. There's not as many to go get, but I would like us to see us, maybe not lead the league in offensive rebounding, but somebody's got to get all those misses. So I would like to see us get a few more of those and create some more easy opportunities for us around the rim.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the victory tonight. And I know anytime you win a conference game, going to 6-2, again, you and I have talked about this, having 8 games before Christmas, that's
Yeah, tough.
in conference. But
We'll get right back at it.
Congratulations. Good luck
Thank
on
you.
Saturday
Appreciate
to
it.
Ty Compton, the head coach of the U Pike men's basketball team. I thought he was going to catch Connor Lane, but I don't see him in here as Ethan pulls in as we'll wrap things up. So, Ethan, a good night to be a Bear here as the Bears, the men's team and the women's team both pull out key AAC victories tonight.
Yes, it was. It was a tale of two stories, really. For the women's game, shot the lights out. For the men's game, I think it was the points in the paint. Coach Compton just mentioned it. He wants to be able to finish around the rack more, but the Bears led the game with 50 points in the paint. That's very impressive, I think. But just to touch on some of the key players, he said he wants Warwick to come out as more of a scorer. Warwick's helped his team score with 9 assists. Sure, I would like to see more than just 4 points on the game, but when you're helping distribute the ball with 9 assists and then you're creating for your team with 3 more steals, that's a good sign. Jeremy Dillon's joined him with 3 steals. He also had 4 rebounds. Bradley Bunch, he mentioned he wants him to be able to finish more around the rack. I thought he did so good in the first half. In the second half, he could have improved upon it because he went into halftime with just 10 points, finished the game with 12 points.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as aggressive in the second half as it was in the first half, Rob. But that is something, again, it was a very balanced attack tonight, led by Isaac. Stand back, but it's good for the Bears to get back on the winning ways too as they'll start finals. And also, good luck to you this week. And last time taking the finals, and unless you start your master's program as well too. So Ethan, I've enjoyed the doubleheader with you tonight. For David Chapman as well. We'll sign off as the Bears pick up 2 key wins tonight. You're watching Bears basketball on U Pike Sports Network. Please remember, it's always a great day to be a Bear.